Hey, I'm Tim, and welcome to the Mr. Maple Show. We greatly appreciate you watching today's video.
Howdy, I'm Matt. Thanks for clicking on another Mr. Maple video. We're here in Maplewood Gardens with one of the most stunning spring color maples. We think you're going to enjoy this one. This one is just an amazing yellow, as you can tell, and we're going to get a little bit more into gold coin.
We're going to talk about this awesome highlighter of yellow that we've got behind us. It's an amazing plant. We list it as Acer longipes, gold coin, on our website. Some people have said, hey, taxonomists have classified this as Acer amplum. And so some people started selling this as Acer amplum gold coin. We were walking around with Dan Crowley, one of the top taxonomists in the world in New Jersey, and he looked at it and he said, huh, that looks like Acer cappadosicum variety sinicum.
Right.
So we don't really know exactly which technical species it really should be, but the majority of the market has this listed as Acer longipes gold coin, which is what we listed on our website.
Yeah, when this was originally introduced by Esfeld Plantainium, they listed it as Acer longipes gold coin, and so we list it that way to avoid confusion. But you could definitely call it Acer amplum subspecies amplum, or you can get the keys out and argue all you want, which our friends in Europe love to do with the species for sure. And it's a lot of fun to hear the conversations and debates about what species each maple is, especially when you get the keys out and you grade them down. I was once, at the Maple Society meeting in Belgium and got into one of these very heated discussions, not myself, but our group with another group, and they each had their own key, and very quickly, the conversation left English. So I was out in the dark quickly. I could hold my own until the conversation went to mostly Dutch, but then I was out of the loop. But we wanted to discuss this tree with you. It's got some very large round foliage. One of the things we love about Acer longipes is that elongated, it's going to be similar to what you're familiar with maybe an Acer truncatum for that size of foliage. Now these are actually grafted to Acer truncatum, so a very heat tolerant, closely related species for sure. Gold coin is unmistakable in the spring landscape. This one has an almost metallic-y yellow neon color. We love growing this one in full sun. Now it does get a little bit washed out in full complete sun later in the season, and I actually like that color too. It gives it kind of a softer bright yellow as well.
I love gold coin. It's just a highlighter of yellow in the landscape. You may have seen my video on how to use yellow in the landscape, and this is one that you can definitely do that with. When this one first leaves out, it'll have almost an orange bronzing on the leaf when it first starts to leaf, then going to this yellow color that's just electric, lights up the spring garden, and really provides some good contrast against red Japanese maples. Really shows up really well and really brings out a lot in your garden. And you can really use this one to really brighten up even the sunny spaces with this highlighter yellow.
I mean, it makes some unreal colors, especially in sun. You're gonna get that kind of brightening effect even more in sunlight. I've got this one actually next to an Ogon serrasa. So Acer palmatum Ogon serrasa is one of the darkest reds in that early spring garden. So it makes a stark contrast next to that. I'm a huge fan of putting this one really in anywhere because it's going to play off any other Japanese maples extremely well for texture, color, and overall size. The tree has a beautiful large leaf too, so it's going to look very texturally different next to a Japanese maple. Hey, thanks for watching the Mr. Maple Show, and now a word from our best sponsor.
MrMaple.com produces over 1,000 different varieties of Japanese maples, mail order, and a lot of other neat plants like azaleas and conifers you should really check out. Make sure to shop on MrMaple.com and have them ship that tree directly to your door. Take care. This is a maple that's going to do really well for you out there in the landscape and garden, but it is going to be very slow, especially as it's first starting to get established. Once this plant gets established, it can really take off. And this is a plant that can reach up towards to 15 feet in 10 years. So this can make a really nice sized tree and give you a lot of space with yellow color.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of this one. The species actually would be in Florida of China, so it's actually a Chinese maple. We throw it in that Japanese maple category because we do so many great Japanese maples, but it's actually a Chinese species. Very durable, great plant here in the South. In some areas in the deep South, you may have to try a little more late day shade for its best color. Here in Western North Carolina in Zone 6B, we get by with this one in full sun, and it just gives us an excellent appeal, especially for that spring garden.
I love this plant. I love yellows, and this is one of those plants that can really add a lot of yellow in your landscape and garden.
Hey, this was actually an introduction by our friends at Esfeld Plantainium. Cor Van Gelderen is who I go to geek out about maples. So he's one of my favorite plant people on the planet. Cor and Yano are my heroes. Even plant experts got to have heroes, right? Well, Cor Van Gelderen is that guy for me. I love going around and hearing this guy talk. Oftentimes when I go on tours with the Maple Society, Core will go off on his own, and that's the end of the tour for me. I'm going where Core's going, and I'm taking notes on what he says, because nothing the tour group could do would be anything remotely as exciting as what he's going to tell me.
We were actually with Core and Dan when we were walking through NJ Acer or Ed Chin's garden in New Jersey, and Core was like, "So what do you think this species is?"
Right.
So it's awesome to have friends that are such experts in the field that have made so many great introductions. And this is one I really think that stands out. And I think whenever it lists, it sells out really quickly on Mr. Maple. So if you are waiting for this one and it's sold out on the website, if you get that notification, don't wait. This one does sell really quickly.
We do try to keep offering this one quite a bit. It is one of our favorites. I love that large leaf shape. And I really like how interesting the color is. With some shade, the older growth gets a little bit more lime green. That yellow plays over that and it makes it even look brighter. So you just get some really cool shades and some really cool intricacies going on even within this plant. But if you compare it next to a bright red or dark red Japanese maple, it's gonna really knock your socks off. Hey, thanks for watching our quick video on Acer longipes gold coin. We hope this gives you confidence into growing this tree and enjoying this beauty in your garden. It's a tree we love. Let us know your favorite yellow Japanese maple in the comment section below. We'd love to hear about other cultivars that you'd be interested in watching on the Mr. Maple Show. As we get into spring this year, we've had some great weather. We've prayed away the frost here, so our gardens are looking great. We've got Brian here shooting videos. We're very excited to be offering more cultivar related content for you. So let us know what cultivars you'd like to see in upcoming videos. As always, like, subscribe, and share. We're coming in on 10,000 right now, so we're super excited about that. Take care and God bless.